Hi soulmates, welcome to my channel. It's Needles by Tiara here, and on today's edition I'll be teaching you how to cut and how to pad your bustier perfectly. So without no further ado, let's dive right into it. So this is my bustier pattern which we'll be working with. So this is my side front, and of course this is my center front, and at the under bust point I'll go ahead to roll out a straight line. So I'll go ahead to label my pattern. For my center front, that's my under bust point, and for my side front, this is my under bust point. So it's very important and crucial because we'll be working with the under bust point and the upper side of our bustier pattern. So take note, for your side fronts, you could go ahead to use the value of your nipple to nipple divided by 2. So in this case, my client's nipple to nipple is 9, divided by 2 will leave us with the value of 4.5 inches. But because my client is busty, I would go ahead to add 0.5 inch to the measurement, which will be 5 inches. So you saw what I did. At my bust point, I came in by 5 inches. And now with the aid of my curve ruler, I'll be connecting from my under bust point. Take note, we'll be connecting from our under bust point into the 5 inches we came in with at our bust point. So having done that, we'll go ahead to blend from that 5 inches to our upper bodies. So just watch the way I'll be placing my curve ruler and go ahead to replicate same. It is very, very simple. So having done that, we'd go ahead to blend our point. We do not want any sharp edge at any given point. So with that being done, we'd go ahead to cut out, starting from the under bust point and following through the curved lines that we drew. So with this being done, you've perfectly cut out your pattern for your bust padding. And it is very essential to know that before you go ahead to do this, you must have used your pattern paper to cut out your main fabric and of course your lining. So with that being done, I would go ahead to label this part to be my side fronts. So I would go ahead to keep it aside. And now moving on to the center front, we'd go ahead to cut out from the under bust point and not your waist point. So take note, you'll be cutting through your under bust point. So we've gone ahead to do that, and we'll be trashing the other part of our center front. So with this being done, you have an option of either using, this is a basic bra foam, and of course this is our wording. So you could either use a bra foam, a bust foam rather, or you could use your wording. But in this case, we'd be using our bra foam, which is exactly what I did at this point. I've gone ahead to cut it out and ensure that on my pattern I didn't add any allowances for our joining, which is exactly the reason why we're adding 0.5 inch on the center front and at the side front of our bust point, starting from the upper side all the way down to the under bust point. So it is very essential to look out for this, and it is very important that you must add the 0.5 inch allowance, which is exactly what you'll be doing directly on the fabric and of course on your lining. So with that being done, we'll be indicating the upper side and the lower side so as not to get confused. And of course that is our bust point, which will be joining to our fabric. So that is our bust point for our center front as well. So with this being done, we'll go ahead to bring back our fashion fabric. We'll be padding our fashion fabric and not our lining. So just watch what I'm going to be doing and go ahead to replicate same. So now I'm bringing your bust foam. So just watch what I'm doing. I'll go ahead to use the white side of it, ensure that it's placed exactly at our under bust point, and we'll go ahead to pin it down with the help of our pins, both for the left and the right side of our under bust point. So ensure that your under bust point foam sits exactly at your under bust point. So now I'll go ahead to pin down these other parts as well so that it doesn't shift. So having done that for the center front, we'll go ahead to keep this aside, and of course we'll go ahead to replicate same at our side front. So now bringing back our side front, we'll first of all notch our under bust point, which we initially did for the center front. So you go ahead to notch it, which will serve as a guide. And now bringing back our pattern with our foam, we'd go ahead to place it this way, and of course we'd go ahead to place it the other way as well. So now just like we did with the center front, we'd go ahead to place our pattern directly at our under bust point, which is exactly what I'm doing. I would go ahead to pin it down. And of course, at the upper side, we'd go ahead to pin it down as well so it doesn't shift. So we'd go ahead to replicate same for the other part of our side front. Ensure that it sits properly at your underbust. It mustn't exceed your underbust and it shouldn't be less than your underbust either. So now go ahead to pin it down for the upper side and the lower side. So having done that, we'll go ahead to run a stitch to hold it down to our fashion fabric on both the center front and at the side front. So the left and the right hand side of it for the center front would go ahead to do same. So exactly what we did at this point, we held it down with a stitch. And now we'd be placing both our center front and our side front together. So ensure that you place it first before you go ahead to pin it down so you don't get confused. So now take note, at your underbust point on your center front, you bring the side of one of the parts. You'd go ahead to align the points together. So this is the more reason why you needed to make a notch, which is very essential. You'd go ahead to pin it together, underbust to underbust on both the center front and at the side front. So we'd go ahead to run down with stitch to the upper side and of course to the lower side. So now I've done that for one side of our center front. Now for the other side of our side front, we'd go ahead to replicate the same process. So take note, underbust to underbust, like we said, go ahead to pin it down and ensure it sits properly. So now we'd go ahead to run a stitch all the way to the upper side first before you make a stitch on the lower side. So now we've gone ahead to run a stitch. So now you could see that all the parts matches up completely. We'll go ahead to make a notch at our underbust so that it will be well relaxed. And now we'll be making a notch all the way round. So this is for us to have a relaxed bust point exactly. So just go ahead to make your notches all the way round. So basically for the upper side of your bust point and not the lower side. It is essentially for the upper side of your bust point. So like we said, we've notched our under bust point and now we'll be notching all the upper side of our bust region. So as you're making the notches, it doesn't get to where the seam line is so that your bust point will not be ripped open. So basically just notch every part of it. And now we'll be introducing our tailor's arm, which is our bust arm. And of course, we'll be pressing open all the seams. So now how do we achieve this? We'd go ahead to introduce our water. If you have a steaming iron, go ahead to use it. Sprinkle your water. And of course, go in with your hot iron to press open all the seams. So this process can be very tedious. You'd have to take your time and follow through. You'd most definitely get it right. So ensure that the seam lines are properly pressed open. Do it gently, one step at a time. You'd most definitely get it right, like I said. So now for the lower side, go ahead to press open the seam as well, ensuring that your pattern sits, your fabric sits exactly on your bust hem, your tailor's hem. And now we'd be replicating same for the other side of our bust region, which is exactly what we're doing at this point. So having done that, we'd go ahead to keep our tailor's hem aside and now we'd press open the lower side of our seams. So just ensure that you sprinkle water and you'd go ahead to press it with your hot iron, ensuring that your seams are properly open while you press open. So now we've done that for the other side and of course we'd go ahead to replicate same on this side. So having done that, we'll introduce our scissors and we'll go ahead to trim the upper side of our bust region. It is very essential that you trim the upper side of your bust region so that your bust would be well relaxed and you would get the perfect desired bust effect that you want essentially. So now we'd go ahead to cut the excesses that we have at that point. Do ensure that you do not cut very close to the seam. Just be very careful while cutting through the excesses or while cutting off the excesses rather. So we've done that for this part. We'd go ahead to replicate same for this other side as well. So having done that, we'd go ahead to introduce our tailor's ham again, and we'd go ahead to make our mold. So the magic is you sprinkling enough water and going ahead to introduce your hot iron. Ensure that you make your bust mold as you're, pressing open the seams at any given point. So just watch what I'm doing and go ahead to replicate same. It is very, very simple. So now we'd go ahead to do same for this other part of our bust region, which is essentially what I'm doing now. At that point, we'd go ahead to mold that point as well. Keep molding, keep molding, keep molding, keep molding. So having done that, we'd go ahead to iron all these other parts. So please ensure that you iron out all the waters that you have at any given point. Your bust part must be well dried, basically. So keep ironing, iron all the sides. Iron, 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 iron. That's the trick. So having done that, we'd go ahead to flip our fashion fabric to the right side. But before we do that, at that point, we'd go ahead to introduce our tailor's ham. And now to avoid any shininess at that point, we'd have to introduce a plain fabric of any kind. Just introduce a plain fabric at that seam line. Go ahead to sprinkle your water and go ahead to start making your mold all over again. So please take your time. You most certainly get it right. So one of the tricks to get a perfect bust effect is for you to know how to, iron properly. So with this trick of ironing, you most definitely achieve a perfect, bust effect for your bustier rather. So now, just like we did with the upper side of our bust part, we'd go ahead to replicate same at the lower side of the seam lines. So just go ahead to, put your fabric on top, sprinkle your water, go ahead to iron, 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 iron. So for our side front, at where we, essentially placed our bust part, we'd go ahead to introduce our hemming gum to hold the sides down. So just put your hemming gum, sprinkle your water, and go ahead to iron it down. So this is basically for the side fronts and not for your center front. So we'd go ahead to replicate the same process for the other side of our bust region. So we'd go ahead to introduce our hemming gum. We'd go ahead to put it on the sides. And of course, we'd go ahead to sprinkle our water and we'd go ahead to iron it down. So with that being done, we'd go ahead to iron it. So please ensure that before you iron directly on your fabric, ensure that your iron is very, very clean. Because if you do not use a clean iron to follow through this process, you most definitely have dates on your fashion fabric, which you wouldn't want that. So basically, you must come out with a clean base while ironing through your bustier. So this is it. This is what your end result would most certainly look like. See how flattened the underbust point is because of the notches that we made, and of course because we pressed open the seam and trimmed off the excesses at those points. So you could see how well flattened, how relaxed, and how perfect our bustier came out. So with this pattern, you'd most definitely get it right. So if you've watched this video to this point, it most certainly means that you're getting value for your time. So please help us share, like, click on the subscription button to always get notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you and see you on my next video. Bye.